All right, let's talk about something we've all wondered. When your tech goes haywire, how do IT pros actually figure out what's wrong? Well, today, we're cracking open their official playbook.
Ah, the classic question, right? Why is my computer so slow? We've all been there, staring at that spinning wheel of doom, feeling totally helpless when the technology we depend on just gives up. It's gotta be one of the most common frustrations in modern life.
So in that moment of total tech frustration, who do you call? Well, this is where the problem solver enters the picture, ready to bring some order to the chaos. Now, it's really easy to just think of them as, computer mechanics, but that's not the whole story. A much better way to see them is as the hero of problem solving, because what they do goes way beyond just fixing a broken part. And their job is huge. I mean, it's not just about one person's computer acting up. They're looking after the technological health of the entire organization. We're talking setting up brand new systems, supporting everything that's already running, and solving issues for everyone.
So what does it take to be this tech hero? What's actually in their toolkit? Well, let me tell you, it's not just about knowing which cable goes where. It's really about having the skills of a top-notch detective. And here's the thing, the most powerful tool they have isn't some super secret software. Nope. At its very core, their most powerful skill is methodical problem solving. It's a structured way of thinking, of approaching any mystery with pure logic.
Of course, that logical thinking has to be fueled by something, right? And that's where deep technical knowledge comes in. But here's the kicker. It's constantly expanding. Tech changes in the blink of an eye, so a huge part of their job is just staying on top of it all, training, classes, research, you name it.
But then there's the skill that really separates the good from the truly great. It's kind of like their secret weapon. And you might be surprised. It's clear communication and organization. These so-called soft skills are absolutely critical.
I mean, think about it. What good is figuring out a brilliant solution if you can't explain it to the person who's having the problem? Or what happens if you can't find the right part because everything's a mess? And the worst one? What if the same problem pops up again next month and nobody bothered to write down how they fixed it the first time? Yeah, that's when these skills become total game changers. And all of this detective work, the knowledge, the communication, it all gets channeled through one powerful process. We're talking about a 6-step master plan. This is the method to the madness of tech troubleshooting. And that's the key thing to take away from all this. What looks like some kind of tech wizardry from the outside, it's not magic, it's a method. A highly structured, repeatable process that turns total chaos into perfect order.
So here it is, the CompTIA 6-step troubleshooting methodology. This is the playbook we've been talking about. Every single step, from just identifying the problem all the way to documenting the fix, it's all designed for one thing: clarity and getting the job done right. Let's walk through it. Okay, step 1 is the foundation for everything else. And notice the word here is identify, not guess. This is the real detective work. You're gathering all the clues, asking the user the right questions, really understanding the symptoms. And, so important, you're doing no harm by backing up everything before you even think about making changes.
And a huge principle during this phase is what they call questioning the obvious. You probably heard a saying like this before. Problems are often caused by simple things. Seriously, before you go thinking it's some crazy software bug, did you, check if it's plugged in? It sounds silly, but you would be amazed how often the simplest thing is the real culprit.
Okay, so once you have a theory, the investigation really kicks into gear. And again, this isn't about guessing. A specialist is going to look for physical clues, literally looking and listening. They'll dig through system logs, kind of like digital fingerprints. They'll try to make the problem happen again, and they'll use their network, talking to other techs, digging through manuals, and hitting up web resources.
All right, so a lot of people might think the job is done at this point, right? The computer reboots, the error message is gone, we're all good. But for a real pro, the case is not closed yet. These final steps are what separate a quick, temporary patch from a real, permanent solution. Because look, just fixing the symptom that was right in front of you, that's not enough. The real goal is to make sure this problem never ever happens again. And that's exactly what these final steps are designed to do.
So the case isn't really closed until a few things happen. First, you verify that the entire system is working perfectly, not just that the one little problem is gone. Then you start thinking strategically. What can we do to prevent this from happening again? And finally, you document everything.
This last part is so critical because it creates a shared playbook, a knowledge base that helps the whole team solve problems faster next time. It completely closes the loop.
So that brings us right back to where we started. After seeing this whole process, the methodical investigation, the gathering of evidence, the detailed case files, you got to ask yourself, is your IT specialist just a mechanic, someone who's there to swap out a broken part? Or are they more like a detective, meticulously solving a puzzle, not just to fix today's problem, but to protect you from tomorrow's?